on the ground. It's Geis. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Geis with a carry on second down. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 45 on second down, Rodgers. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Jet bombers. Jet bombers. Back north. Check. Wide left. Check hot route. Hot. 26. Bravo.
Rodgers now to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. That'll be caught by Rice.
And partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Watch the shot. All right. Flare. Inside. Check three.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
General West. 93.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, that forced the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now. 180. 180. 180.
Now Carr. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. A big play there for Detroit. 45 yards.
And that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out.
6-6. Pull it high.
A first down carry now for Miller. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
You draw quarters. White Monday down. Hey, 734. Get down. Get
from the 39, Carr. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is, finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Topper!
On first down, Miller. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Carr under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll try the right side here with Miller. And some space here. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held them to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at them with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
We're scoreless after 1.
Hey, we're good.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are first out of the scoreboard here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll run with Geis. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Rodgers now to throw on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. Aguilar has it. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. On 1st down, this is Geis. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, it's Phillips. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. On 1st down, Rodgers completes it to Aguilar. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been in there to drop him. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And And this is caught at the 8. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Geis, they'll try to run it. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
On the ground, Geis, and he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Card out a throw, and this is going to be incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
12 yards on the return that time, and the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
They'll run on first down. It's Phillips, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down.
Check 13. Check 13. Hey, black.
Here's Geis, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, you string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
To throw, it's caught. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Wide open receiver complete. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. The final shot here before half for Carr. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This will be taken very short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
At the 29-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. He'll get this into the hands of Deion Kane. And now off to the races down the right side. A big play there on the catch and run. 69 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Let's get off the field. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Express. Move.
They'll try and run this. It's Pumphrey. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Lions have taken the lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle. Now a run with Geis. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Over.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on third and medium. Proved to be the right call. First and 10. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Taking it in from 7 yards away. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter. So we're right back to where we started it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing his car on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Fielded just inside the 20. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
This is caught at the 20. A big play there for Minnesota. 43 yards. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain. Stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Check 52. Check 4. Check 4. Go. Mike, 53.
Rodgers again now. Man open, Rice. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. Geis. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. They run with Geis. And he will be very close to a first first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go. They'll run for it. Geis. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Darius Geis, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd down, Miller. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Loss of 2 yards. It's 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Check. 29.
Carr going to go on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that's complete to Jesse James. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a 1st down on that effort. This is Geis, and an alley to run. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Darius Geis saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Point after here coming up. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Let's go. At their own 33-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Marquise Goodwin, 67 yards as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. No problem there on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here, or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Give him 7 on the play. And it'll be 3rd down. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Okay, baby, let's go. Let's go.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Now Rodgers. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dime. Nice grab. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
White. 29.
Back to throw. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
180. Hey, one good. 180.
He'll look to to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10.
Switch gears. Boom.
To throw is Rodgers. Got Gordon open, completes it. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Right left. Get 300.
Rodgers to throw. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
26. It's all right. Begin.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Back to throw. Rodgers. That'll be caught by Rice. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one is right through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And, Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that feels good, what do you say to your guys after?
I think you probably tell them how proud you are of them to make the effort to get to this game and then point them towards the future. If we're good enough to get here, all we've got to do is work harder, be better, and we can be good enough to go farther next season. How many times have we seen a team lose in the playoffs, and that girds them for a championship run in the future?
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Ford Field.